He might be faster than Sukuna. Who is this guy?
Hello, fam. It's Bobby No Cap here.
Yes, sir.
Today we are back for another video about the hypest game in November. You've read the title. Yes, I'm talking about Fiction Battlegrounds, the game we are all waiting for. But again, will it truly worth all the hype? In my latest video talking about this game, there's a lot of opinions stated that this game is actually the bomb, that it could be the big shot in the upcoming days. Some even disregard my opinion entirely just because I'm not a tester for this game.
Bruh.
Fine. The game is already released. Let me experience it for real this time to see if it lives up to what everyone is expecting. So in this video today, I'ma try this bad boy and evaluate which aspects of the game they really nailed and which ones are just meh. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Let's go.
First thing first, let's do a rundown of the good stuff they have in this game. The very moment you stepped into this game, you can clearly see the new map of the game. It's still the staple map, like every other Battleground games. But I have to give this some credits, 'cause they absolutely polished it to the point of excellence. I have to say the dev team has been very meticulous and spent a lot of time on this map. As you can see, this is literally the same bridge where Okarun sealed Turbo Grandma in the anime. And they even have a playground in the map with a slide system like this. Unfortunately, there's not much things we can interact with here. I hope in the near future they will add in some map interactions in the game, 'cause this might be very interesting. A big W for the dev team for making one of the most stunning map according to my opinion. Now, let's talk about the character of the game. You might have already known, but for those who don't, this game isn't just based on a single anime, though many people mistakenly think it's solely based on dandadan, which is a hot anime these days. In reality, this game draws from multiple different anime, just like Ultimate Battleground, as of the release date. We already have two characters. The first one is the child that everyone knows, the one who conquered the Glazer, Okarun, aka Turbo Kun. I don't think there's much to say about this character, because, as you know, there are already a shitload of videos about this character, even back when it hasn't officially launched yet. And if I have to describe him in 3 words, it will be fancy, fast, and friendly. Why, you may ask? Well, it's because this guy's skill set is very fast and efficient. Each skill has a clean animation, and it doesn't take much effort to get used to or master this dork. In addition, they've just added a really unique mechanic, and if I'm not mistaken, this has never been seen in any Battleground game before. And that is the wall variant mechanic. Usually we can easily see that variant mechanisms often appear in forms like jump variants, or in the case of Jujutsu shenanigans, where some characters have special skill variants by combining a shitload of buttons. And let me repeat myself, this is the wall variants, not the wall combo which you M14 times some dude into the wall. But only the second and fourth abilities of this character, Turbo Kun, have wall variants. The other two don't. However, why do I say that this mechanic is very special? The reason is, it opens up a whole new dimension for the combat mechanics in the game. Thanks to it, their highlight moments in the combat will be much more frequent. On to the second character. Apparently, this is an early access character. It's inspired from a dude named Okuyasu in the JoJo Bizarre Adventure series. There isn't much information about this character yet, and at the moment, I can't even buy the early access pass to experience it, because currently, the Roblox payment service is being locked. Understandable, since it just got released after all. All we know about the character right now are just tiny sneak peeks that the dev sent in Discord. First is this image, which is definitely the handstand that will be right by his side in the awakened state. I also got another video leak that confirms this is definitely the awakening animation for this character. And finally, the leak, which shows one of the base skills. Okay, so far so good. Not gonna lie, it cooks hard, considering it's a newcomer to the Battleground genre. However, I don't mean to disappoint you guys, but along with the positive aspects I mentioned earlier, there are still quite a few things that annoy me. Now, let's move on to the part where I'll talk about the things they haven't done well in this game. First of all, if you guys played the game when it first launched, I think you all would have felt. This game is buggy as fuck. There are so many that it could badly affect our gameplay experience. But that's something unavoidable in all games. I've literally got yeeted out of the server at least 3 times just because of stupid bugs like these.
Bruh.
And honestly, some of these bugs are peak comedy, but don't you worry, because the dev promised to fix them all this week. So, in the next update, they might have fixed everything. Maybe? Next, I want to talk about the down slam mechanic in this game, which is kind of unusual, because when I was experiencing the game, while in combat, I felt that the down slam into a combo didn't feel very smooth. I'm not sure if this is an actual game feature or just a bug, but it would so much better if they managed to make the down slam less rough. Now let's continue with the next aspect, skill canceling. For some reason, while I was casting a skill on a noob during combat, out of nowhere, some random bacon casts their skill and cancels the animation of the skill I was using. If it was just canceling the base skills, I wouldn't have said anything. But even my freaking awakening skill gets canceled? I'm really confused whether this is a tech or a bug. Do comment down below and let me know what you guys think. Either ways, this is definitely a bullshit feature, because it can completely ruin the experience for a lot of people, especially for a newly released game like this. So I really hope the devs fix it in the next update. Overall, after experiencing this game for real, I can understand why people are so hype about this, because it do have potential. They indeed done quite magnificently in some of the aspects, like the stunning map, the well-designed characters, and the wall variants for skill, revolutionary. But apart from that, not all games launch is a perfect one, because they have quite a lot of problems they have to tackle at hands, like the mass amount of bugs, the clunky down slam, and the skill canceling. Freaking nightmare. However, in my prior video talking about this game, which if you haven't, you should give it a watch, I did question the state of this game. But now, after I played it for real, I must say, I was too harsh on this game. Therefore, I would like to apologize for the dev of this game. Your game is definitely made with passion and care, and it was indeed a good game. However, I still stand by my opinion on this matter. After all, it is normal to question whether a game will last long, especially with the Battleground genre becoming more and more saturated than ever. Will it follow the footsteps of Realm Rampage, the game that was also gained a lot of expectation from the player base, but now it seems the dev have pulled the plug for it? Well, only time will tell. Still, it's a fun game with quite a lot of potential, and I do recommend you give it a try. And now, let bully some noob, shall we?
Let's go.
Disturbing the peace.
And that should wrap up our video today. Thanks for watching, boys, and I'll see you soon in the next video.